In three, two, one. What's going on, folks? Welcome to 34 Questions. I'm your host, 34, and tonight we have Chris Lomboy in the building. How you doing tonight,
Hey
Chris?
gang. Hey, I'm doing lovely. It's like 3 over here in Hawaii, so
Not yet the evening.
y'all should. It's the 8 evening. Yeah, yeah.
Nah, I got you. I got you. Want to thank you for coming through, man. And I'm gonna do a quick rundown of the show for the folks out there who might be unfamiliar, and for you too, if you're unfamiliar with the flow. But typically we do some warm up questions. After the warm up, we'll jump into an icebreaker. After the icebreaker, we'll get into the wheel of fate, where we'll spin the wheel, whichever number it lands on. That's how the conversation kind of flows. And after all that, we'll finish out with some closeout questions. Sound good to you, Chris?
Oh hell yeah, dude. You got your shit like drafted, man. Hey, hey. Kudos to you, bro. Kudos to you.
I appreciate it, man. I hope you like the other surprises as we go along. Definitely been a process, and I'm sure you know. We just keep learning, trying to get better. So thank you for pointing it out.
Hey, facts. Hey, facts.
But before we jump into it, Chris, I just want to ask you, how you been, man? You've been doing great. You've been doing well. How you been doing lately, man?
Oh, lately, man, I've been doing good. Like I'm one of those guys that was like really opposed to therapy. So I just started my therapy sessions with some guy that I don't know. The army suggested me to him, so I'm going. And recently, my family from Alaska, Washington, and California came down. It was very good, like hanging out with my aunts and uncles. Like yeah, they're clowning. They're on my head when they're out here. So it feels real good to have a piece of home, on the island. And right now, man, I have a sick little girl. She got the eye crusties or whatever, and it's like not making her feel good. So I was on daddy duty for a coup, several hours in a day, some change now. But other than that, man, it's dude. God doesn't give battles to his weakest soldiers. You feel me? So I'm just living it, man.
I hear you, man. I hear you. You brought up therapy, and bruh, same with me. Just the past, I'll be real with you. Like this past, just Thursday and Friday, I had my like intake therapy session. I don't know if you had to do that, where they just like, they just assessment, right? They do an assessment, and then
Yeah.
you get hooked up with the therapist after. So yeah, I just did my assessment and my first meeting with my therapist this week. It's been a long time. I used to do it when I was a kid, but ever since college and me going, living my life as an adult, it's my first time really going back and feeling good about it. So we'll see how it goes, man. There's a lot of things I got to work through right now, but I'm glad that you doing what you got to do for yourself, and I think everybody got to do what they need to do for themselves. But yeah, and I hope your little girl gets better too. I know it kind of might suck, going through an illness, but as long as you holding her down, I'm sure she'll be just fine.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm trying, and man, fuck them kids. That's all I'm saying. Them kids, man.
No, I feel you, man. I work with high schoolers, so
uh,
there's definitely moments when it feels that way. But yeah, man, for sure. Well, I'm glad overall. I'm glad to hear you doing well, and you spoke about family too. I'm sure we'll get into that a little bit later in the podcast. For now,
definitely.
we'll hop into the warm up, and then my first question for you in the warm up is, what would you like the audience to know about you? This is part of the show where it's kind of a disclaimer, so people can understand where you're coming from as we go along through the episode.
Oh, okay. Man, I'm just your average. I'm just your average Filipino guy. Yeah, no, like for real. Like I grew up in Cali, the Monterey Bay area, 831. 2 hours away from Frisco, 4 to 6 hours away from SoCal, and some change. So I'm like right in the middle. Living out there, of course, you have the gang life and everything. I was affiliated in that for a cool minute. Uh, I grew up with a single parent, my pops. What else? I did a lot of walking. Skipping a few years. I was a part of the Five Elements, graffiti, MCing. I was a breaker and all that stuff. I did do a competitive hip hop dance when the shit was like popping out in California. I was doing that. I did teach. I worked, of course, I had an office job. So I worked for a cat named Leon Panetta. If you don't know who he is, that's the motherfucker that balanced the budget when someone was as a president. I ain't gonna say any names. Let's see. After the Panetta Institute, I enlisted in the Army. Went to several duty stations. Landed in Hawaii. Funny story about that is I was finna to get out, and then my recruiter was like, "Hey, I got you Hawaii and a reenlistment bonus." And I kept that promise to him. I was like, "Yo, I'm getting out unless you get me that." So man, he got me that. So that's why I'm here in Hawaii. Let's see. I'm a parent, happily married. Dude, I'm a podcaster.
Show.
I'm trying to get into content creating, but man, that's just not my thing, man. Like I'm affiliated with some people out here on the island. They're like, "Hey Chris, you should do this, do that. Try content creating." I'm like, dude, like it's kind of hard because I don't know, like I'm so busy with all these things that's happening right now, and I'm a parent first and a husband first, so I gotta tend to that biz. And then what else? I work for the National Guard right now. I'm a program analyst, and typical Filipino, I hoop. Never wanted to be a nurse. I never wanted to be no nurse, so that wasn't my dream, huh? and yeah, man, that's me.
Show, man, dude, you gave me your whole life story right there. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man, I killed that motherfucker in like 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, man, that was dope. It seems like you've gotten used to telling your story, maybe a little bit. I don't know if that's a safe assumption, but I feel like for some folks, especially podcasters or anyone in our realm, it's like we kind of get asked similar questions, so we start refining our answer, or our story gets a little more defined, or at least how we communicate it. I don't know if you ever heard that. That was I think a Steve Harvey quote. He was like, if you go and try to do what we do, you have to get used to telling your story over and over again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
hey, no cap though. I just freestyled that bitch right now though. So I tried going in chronological order. That's what I tried doing. I tried going in chronological.
That was your first draft, man. That was your first draft, and as you go on.
Oh, definitely, that was my first draft. Yeah.
Let's talk about your show a little bit, man. How long you been podcasting for?
Oh, so podcasting. Before this, I was on a podcast with my boy Elijah called More Than a Uniform. That was more military based.
For sure.
So with that premise was we would ask, soldiers like all the way down from like the E-Fuzzies up to like the sergeant majors and captains, and then we hit like Army, Navy, Marines, and Air Force people on that show. So basically we were just asking what were they like before they put on the uniform, or what were their like their hustles, and what are they doing right now. And we also interviewed their spouses as well, because at the end of the day, we take off the uniform and we do have side hustles. Like my boy Elijah, dude, this motherfucker's funny. So but he's like writing, he just finished writing like this book, right? And it's not even it's not funny, it's like dramatic. It's drama. And dude, you would have never known that by just looking at him in a uniform. Or I met this other person, side gig. He was a firefighter on the side with being full-time military, and those two are like not affiliated at all, you feel me?
Yeah.
So it's crazy. And then with the spouses, you have spouses, like they do the hair, the nails, and I'm not talking about the lashes, I'm talking about like cornrows and shit,
Yeah.
But yeah, and then they be doing like a lot of DIY stuff. So that's what we talked about on More Than Uniform. And Elijah couldn't do it anymore because our assignments got totally different. Like he would go off to assignment in Australia, and then my assignment would be like on a different island or in Louisiana. So we couldn't do it anymore. And then he was concentrated more on like his schoolwork and his personal life. And he asked me to stay on it. And I was like, oh, dude, I feel super uncomfortable with him not being there, because that was his creation. That was his baby.
I got you.
So that's when I veered off to doing my thing. Prior to, all this, this is going to show my age, but I used to Tumblr. You know, I used to blog.
I remember.
So
I remember Tumblr.
I
Yeah.
used my yeah, I used my old school writings to start the relationship method, and ever since then, man, relationship method has been. I'm not gonna say it's been popping because it has been, you know, downs and ups like a roller coaster and shit. But yeah, I started with the relationship method, and then you know I got my cousin on because he was stationed out here in Hawaii, and one of my J boy and one of my homegirls from the National Guard, Lori. I got them on, but now you know life caught up to him. So Jay is now back in Washington. He's trying to finish up his contract, and then he wants to move back here. And then Lori, my girl, is doing the police thing. So I mean, you know, that takes up a lot of her time.
Sure.
So now I'm just doing this solo, and because it's like my thing, my baby and shit that I started, you know, I'm just keeping I'm just trying to keep up. But yeah, so in a gist, yeah, that was fuck that. That was in a gist. No, I just told you the whole fucking history.
No, that's cool, man. We got the prequel. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. I'm pretty far off from the military world, so I do have a couple questions for you in that aspect. Of one, what would you say is a common misconception of, you know, about with military folk that us regular folk might have, you know, that you've maybe come across or experienced?
Oh, a lot of misconceptions is you know, military people, they think that we have it all together, but we are. Can I cuss on here?
Yeah.
Oh, we are as fucked up as you guys are. You know, you know, I'm a sergeant. I'm a staff sergeant now, and when I was I'm in the National Guard. So when I was active, dude, I was taking care of like 20-year-olds up to like 30-year-olds that don't have their shit together. So we are pretty much fucked up too. Other misconception is that let's see, what other misconception can I give you? I think that's it. Like we're the same as y'all. We just go through a lot of more bullshit than the average person. Oh, misconception, you think we get a lot of money, but we really don't.
Word.
We're working 7 days a week, you know, all around the clock from 12 p.m. all the way to 12 a.m. So if you break that shit motherfucking down, we're only making 73 to like $1 and some change an hour.
Yeah.
You feel me?
No, I got you.
So yeah. So that's the biggest misconception. They think that we got money. Hell nah, we don't, man. We really don't.
You work hard for it too, I'm sure.
Oh my gosh, blood, sweat, and tears, my guy.
Yeah. I mean, I have no idea, man. I can't even imagine it. And one other follow-up for the military, and then I swear we could move on from that. But, well, you know, I would say it's not for everybody. So what kind of person do you think would be successful in that kind of lifestyle or in that industry?
Ooh, that's easy. Like being a follower, like first, because you know everyone wants to lead.
Mm-hmm.
Too many chiefs, not enough Indians, right? So being a follower, like taking direction very well, not too afraid to ask questions and shit. And to succeed in the military is you got to be in the right uniform and on time. That's like one big thing. You could fuck up the whole like assignment, right? But if you're there in the right uniform on time, like, hey, this motherfucker squared away. Like, who cares if he messed up? Everyone messes up, but shit, this motherfucker's snazzy in his uniform, you know?
I got you. That's
you know, and also, yeah. And also, like, don't take like critiques to the heart, because the only critiques that you're gonna get in the military, 95% of the time is supposed to help you. The other 5% is like, oh, you dipshit, you didn't get it yet, this and the third.
Yeah, I got
like
you.
kind of degrading, but 95% is like, it's supposed to help you out long-term wise. It's not gonna help you out right then and there, but you know, if you look back in your military career, you'll be like, oh dang, this motherfucker was really trying to help me out, trying to put me on, you know, the right path, trying to get me squared away. You feel me?
For sure.
So, yeah.
For sure. Thank you for the insight.
You're very welcome.
My second question for you to warm up is, how would you like to be honored? So if there's a way people, you know, that care about you could express the energy you possess, what sort of act could they do?
Wait. Hey, yeah, bring that question down, because I'm kind of slow.
So no, you good, man.
Bring that down, dog.
it's a question where like I don't want to say it out loud, because people can associate this with like the unthinkable. So I'm not gonna say. But let's say you moved away, right? And then your family was, it was your birthday, and they were like, man, we want to do something for Chris, just so like, we feel his presence, or we honor him in some way, we celebrate him in a way. So how would you like to be celebrated? I guess that's a better way to put it.
How do I want to be? That's a good question, man. That's a noggin scratcher. How do I want to be celebrated? I guess it's kind of like typical, but like like as a good parent and also like as a good caring person, like I still, man, even though I'm so against it, but I still give money to the poor. You know what I'm saying? Like I give them a change, I give them $1, or man, I'm still chivalrous with my wife. You feel me? Like I still open the doors, I still pay the fucking tab, I still put gas in her whip. So like I guess just like a nice caring person and someone like that's out there and also thinks outside the box too. But more generally, like I guess just a good father, a good parent, and I guess just a good person, man.
I hear you. I hear you.
Sorry, man. Sorry if that answer was
No,
lame and
no.
shit, man. My
It
bad.
it is how it's how you interpret it.
Oh, okay.
There's no right answer.
Yeah, yeah,
You kind of spoke about like these acts of kindness, right? Like,
yeah.
we should do something for other people, pass it on, the same energy you kind of bring. For you, I'm kind of curious if you have a story behind an act of kindness that you witnessed. Maybe it's from a stranger, maybe it's someone you know, but something that may have moved you because you saw like how kind that act was. I don't know if there's one that comes to mind. We can also come back to it at the end, if it doesn't, it takes some time to think about.
Oh, so I'm gonna say several months or maybe a year back, my unit was we were we got activated for the Maui mission, the Maui wildfires
Oh yeah, yeah.
in Lahaina. So me and like several folks, we did bring water to these places that didn't have good filtered water, right? And it felt real good to help bring, because we're bringing jugs and jugs and jugs, and like we're bringing like tons of water to certain parts of the island, and like just bringing water to their doorstep. Me and the Joes that I was leading, uh dude, it felt real good because these people, they just didn't have water and they didn't have the means of getting good cleaning drinking water, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was good. Like we got a lot of we got a lot of ice cream, masubis. We got fed pretty good out there for doing these things, and we weren't expecting anything in return, because to us it's just our job. You feel me?
For sure.
Like
Yeah.
we don't as military members, we really don't expect anything from the civilians, but the civilians out there in Maui, like they really embraced us, and especially like, dog, you see my skin color, I'm brown, dog.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're like, hey man, let's hook this brown boy up. And
Yeah.
just because I was brown, my other folks, like I was leading like different colored people, different races, different ethnicities and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
They was getting the same love too. So it felt real good to be embraced by the Maui community, the Lahaina community, when we're assisting them with the wildfires.
No, I hear you. I hear you. I sometimes think about that, like how, I'm sure our society's a little bit more divisive, or no, not divisive, but like divided, I guess, in our own little sections and stuff. And it almost takes like these disasters for us to kind of see each other as people, see our similarities versus our differences a lot of times. But yeah, no, and what comes out of it is like this great act of community, great act of kindness. You look out for them, they look out for you. I don't wish there's always a disaster. I wish we didn't need the disasters for these things to happen.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's tough. But I'm glad that you were
yeah.
able to help out some folks, man. Um,
No, I feel you. Like your statement, your prior statement, it reminded me of a clip that I was watching on Netflix. What's it called? Road to Gold, man, it was about the basketball dream team, right?
the Olympics, yeah,
With
yeah, yeah.
Durant. Yeah, okay, I forgot the name of it, man. My bad.
No, you good.
But Durant, he was doing this interview, and he was he shed some tears because basketball was like the only thing that united all of these countries, without war. You feel me?
Yeah.
And Americans, fucking Serbia, like was it France and all those other countries, like there was like no war talks. It was all connected through basketball. People smiling, people cheering, people like admiring the game, the sport. So what you were saying, I was just like, oh shit, ding ding ding. It reminded me of that Kevin Durant interview. So man, kudos to you, bro.
No, I mean, sports does that too, for sure. Some religions, they bring more peace. Hopefully, that I know that's the idea.
Oh yeah, namaste.
Namaste, man. I got you. My last question for you in the warm-up, Chris, is on a scale from 1 to 10, how well do you know yourself, and why? Like, why did you choose that number?
Oh shit, how well do I know myself? So right now, shit. All right, so young me, I would say 10, right?
Okay. Damn.
Now me,
Yeah, no, for sure.
now me, I'm gonna say like at least a 6 because I'm going through therapy, because I'm, I guess I have a therapist, because I'm like I'm doing this podcast thing too, because I'm like, as a parent, I'm learning how to like I guess be in control of my anger, my emotions and stuff. Like I'm still learning, and I thought I knew myself better than I thought. Like when COVID happened, I thought I was a good communicator, but then we're enclosed, and I found out I wasn't a good communicator at all. So shit. Yeah, I mean, I know my body and shit, you know what I'm saying? I know that. I know that part of me, but when it comes to this and shit, like dude, I'm still learning, man. So like I give myself like a good solid 6.
For sure, man. I hear you.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious, when you were at a 10, what did that feel like when you were at a 10? What was like maybe your mindset at the time?
Oh shoot, dude, I thought like my confidence was like at an all-time high. Like I was killing it on the courts. I had a banging job. Like I wasn't like I started dancing like very late, right? But then I picked up choreo, and I was making my own choreo like that. So that gave me like that little boost in the dance world. Also, when it came to my job, dude, like everything came super natural to me. And mind you, man, I'm not trying to boost my shit up, but it was a behind the desk job, So don't do that shit. And then but on the courts, like, I'd be playing with the brothers and shit. And I just do my thing, and then they gave me this nickname Hollywood. I'm like, whatever, man. I didn't take nothing to it, but like when I'm on the court, it's like, dude, it stuck with me. So my confidence was like at an all-time freaking high, and that's why I gave myself a 10 back in the day.
I got you.
Because I wasn't worried about anything, like I didn't have a mortgage statement, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't have kids at the time. What else? Let's see. Yeah, all I had to worry was about my cell phone, rent, and me. So I mean that's all I had to worry about. So my mind wasn't like astray anywhere else. I was super focused and shit. But now it's more like I have to, like, I still want it to be about me, but then I want to see my family succeed, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see this podcast succeed because it's a part of me. I'm super health conscious now, so I want to live a little bit longer so I could run down the sideline with my kid. You feel me? I don't want to be no fat fuck. Just, oh my God, I can't run.
Bro.
Oh no.
I hear you.
So yeah.
I think a couple of years ago, I think all dudes go through this, but our pecs, man, they start sagging a little bit, and you just start thinking to yourself like, damn, I've been like, I need to do something about this. But yeah, that's what kind of kicked my butt into shape, or at least like, starting to do push-ups every single day. Just to
bro, you can't beat Father Time, and you can't beat Mother Nature. You feel me? Those two motherfuckers are undefeated, unless you're in the Illuminati. But I'm just saying, us average folk, man, Father Time will whoop our ass, and then Mother Nature, man, you can't beat gravity. You know what I'm saying? Let them hang low, dog. My balls are hanging now, bro. I'm just saying, my balls are hanging.
Father time, man. Father time. I do notice that you have a Raiders hat on your head, man. Just real quick, how you been feeling about the moves? I don't know if you are like a Raider fan.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh yeah, how you feel about the moves?
Dude.
You ain't feeling it?
We fucking suck. Like I was a Raider fan ever since Bo Jackson, you know.
I got you.
So like that was my dude. But like my family's teams, man, they Niners fans, and like I respect the Niners, you know. I love Ricky Waters, Steve Young, Joe Montana, Rice. Those were my dudes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But with the Raiders, man, like I'm glad we have Carroll. I'm glad we have him. I just hope, dude, we could just keep a quarterback. I hope our D line, you know, fucking protects and shit. I hope our O line could at least we could have like more than 5 yards on a rushing play, you know. But I mean, you know, I'm very hopeful, but I am this close and fucking wagging in on some other team. You feel me?
Man, I was gonna say, like, I'm not feeling like that upset about the Geno Smith trade. I feel like he's a good placement holder until, you know, the next young QB, and I think Pete Carroll is gonna get as much as he can out of him. But I'm not,
definitely, yeah, definitely.
But no, I was just gonna say I'm a Niner fan as well, but you know, it's not like I hate the Raiders. It's just I watched from afar. I got a lot of homies Raider fans, so you know, I want them to be happy too sometimes. But
yeah, man. Hey, Raider fans, man. I'm not one of them, but they be rambunctious as hell, dog. Like, they need to fucking tone that bitch down. You know, like, man, it's giving us Raider fans out here on the island like a bad name. I'm sorry, dude. You know, the shit. Like, Oaktown, oh, man, I love y'all, but, you know, chill the fuck back. You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear you. All right, Chris, we're going to move on over to the next stage, to the icebreaker.
Yeah.
So in the icebreaker, you're going to have, let's see, it says 0 right now, but should say 34 seconds on the clock to do as many.
Oh, shit.
You can choose between word association or this or that. Which way you feeling?
So wait, if I say this or that, is that it? Or
no, this or that is like I give you two. I give you two choices, and then you tell me like which one you fucking with more. But
bet.
The word association is I give you a word and you tell me the first thought or first word that comes to mind for you. So those are the two choices.
Oh, cool.
Those are the two choices.
Penis. I'll play.
Well, you know, if my word was choice and you said penis, then I would ask.
You were like, oh, hold up. Wait a minute.
But did you have one, or I could choose one for you if you feel like you just want to leave it up?
No. Go ahead, man. Hey, shoot it. Hey, shoot it.
All right. I'm gonna give you some this or that's. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Sort by price or sort by rating?
Shit. Price.
Underestimated or overestimated?
Underestimated.
Win a race or win a debate?
Oh, debate.
Staycation or vacation?
Staycation.
Hang out with little kids or old folks?
Old folks.
Group hangout or one-on-one hangout?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm married. Group hangout.
Growth or security?
Shoot, that's a good one too. Growth.
Gotcha. Let's go with those last two right there. Group hangout versus one-on-one hangout. Why did you choose group hangout?
Oh, because if it was a one-on-one, my wife would kill me. You feel me? No, but I think as a group hangout, where I'm at now in my stage of my life, like I want to connect with like my friends more. You feel me? So like I want to have these little discussions with them, like, you know, one-on-one, but in a group, and then shit at the end of the night, fucking come back together. You know?
I hear you for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, for you, do you feel or see any differences between like kicking it one-on-one versus a group hangout? Like, for you.
So if it's me and like one of my homeboys, right? I could get, you know, since I'm on this fucking podcast, they ask me like a lot of relationship questions, and I'm like, dude, I don't have all the answers. I only could give you answers that I think is right and answers that I've experienced, and I know this is like the course that you have to take, because if you take this course that I know I went on that fucked me up, dude, I wouldn't want you to go on that course, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
And if I'm chilling like with one on one with my one on one with a homegirl and shit, one, it's like, holy fuck, I hope my wife doesn't think, in the back of my mind is like, I don't want her to think that there's nothing romantic happening. You feel me?
yeah, for sure.
But like I am also that person that, because I do have a lot of female soldiers in my unit, and like underneath me, pause, not underneath me, but I lead.
I hear you, man.
And they be asking me questions, so like it's one on one, so I could do that too. But like in an intimate setting or whatever, like not intimate, but like we chopping it up in a parking lot or whatever, or they see me like say at a, I don't know, at a 7-Eleven,
Yeah,
and we chop it up. I'm cool with that. Nothing intimate with that, but yeah, I'm more cool with like the group setting.
I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, you brought up the, people ask you about relationships. You have an like a frequently asked question that you feel like you seem to have to answer all the time, or people ask you all the time?
Oh yeah, what's a good penis size for a female?
Okay, what's the answer, doc?
Oh, dude, to be honest, okay, so, dude, if your head is like right here, and this is on hard status, right?
Yeah,
If your head's right here, that's good enough dick for a female.
I got
Females say yes, like they say it too. If a female could do it like this, that's like holiday dick, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It's good, but like it's once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
I got
The
you.
whole preconsumption of, damn, I want a big dick. You know what I'm saying? Like if female's like, damn, I want a big dick, I want to try it out, dude. 7 out of 10 times, they're not gonna like enjoy it because it's so big,
Man. Too much.
So yeah,
Too much in
yeah.
could be a bad
So
thing,
like,
right?
yeah. So all in all, man, all you need is like 2 to 4 inches of just fucking maximize pounding and shit, and then you're good.
No, I got you, man. I think you gave a lot of folks out there some validation, so I appreciate that.
Hey, bro. All right. Hey, man.
Yeah.
We can.
I get it. We all. Let me ask you the second one. Growth and security. You chose growth. It's interesting because I be thinking maybe some military folks be thinking security sometimes, because that's what some recruiters out there sell you on, is the security. So why'd you choose growth, man?
So I choose growth because security is always going to be around. It just depends on the individual, right? With growth, you're always learning, you're always adapting, and by learning and adapting, you could find other ways to secure, your feng shui, your inner being. So I think growth is like way more important than security, because there's a way to be secured, but it's not the way. There's other ways and shit. And by you gaining like more knowledge from your peers, from your mentors and stuff, it gives you more like a more broader sense on how, like, oh shit, I could get it this way instead of this safe way. I could get it this way, So that's why I say growth.
I hear you. And just let's say it's still March, early in the year. For the rest of the year, is there a personal goal or a personal growth goal that you have for yourself?
Ooh, that's a good one. Me personally, I want to like, my wife is starting up a podcast soon.
Word.
So I want that to pop. And then I've been shooting my shot with like a lot of man, I don't want to call them A-celebrities because fuck them motherfuckers. I'm gonna say like a lot of like well-known influencers and content creators and shit. Like I've been shooting my shot everywhere, and I just hope that I get, a lot of them on. You feel me? And not because of clout, but it's because I just want to know what goes on in their brain and like what keeps them going and shit.
For sure.
But I don't even know if it dude, I really want to go to Spotify, in Las Vegas, a Spotify convention or whatever. and be like, hey man, this is that motherfucker. And I'm like, no, I'm not, but I am that motherfucker, you know?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
got you.
So I mean, that's like one of my goals here.
For sure. Well, it's still early, man. So you got plenty of time. I hope
Oh,
you're
facts,
speaking into
facts.
existence right now. Um,
Oh hell yeah.
who's on like? I know there's probably a lot of people you reach out to, but who would you say is on top of your wish list? Maybe it doesn't have to be the one, but who's one person you've been really like trying to get on?
Oh man, like there's so many, bro. But I've been reaching out to like these old school Filipina actresses, like the ones that I grew up to watching.
Word.
Like I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about like Gina Morales, Jelly de Belen. I'm talking about like who else? Oh, Leia Salonga. Like I wanna. That's like my wish list. You know what I'm saying? Like like the actors and the motherfucking like b-ball players. That's cool and shit. But the old Filipina actresses, that's who I'm trying to get on.
I got you. And you, I mean,
Yeah.
is there a secret trick that you have? Because I know for me, I slide through people's DMs. I slid through yours. That's how I usually reach out to folks. Is there a more professional way that you've seen work before you?
Bruh, I'm in the same boat, dog.
Yeah.
I just shoot my shot. I shoot my shot everywhere. Like when my boy Jay, when he was living out here, he was like more precise with it. I don't know if that's like the right word or right term to describe it, but he was more selective with him reaching out. With me, dude, I copy and paste the same exact text out there, and then also like I try to put in a clip too of how my podcast would go. So I try to, depending on who the person, if it's like professional or if I know this person's like a goofy girl or guy, I give them one of those clips. And I mean, shit, I'm gonna say 5 out of 10. it,
Word. Yeah,
it,
that's
it
pretty
gets,
good.
yeah, it gets them. Yeah, but I just say, I try to be kind with it, kind of professional. Be like, yo, I'm Chris. I'm a host of, the Relationship Method podcast based in Hawaii because I am out here. I ain't flying nobody. I'm telling you that right now.
I hear you.
Um, would you be interested and available to be a guest for an episode? And that's it. And it's if I get the yes, I get the yes, and I'm on it. Like I'm setting up the date, the time, the schedule, and everything. But if I get the no, it's like I get a when I get the no's, I say thank you, and I'm like, yo, I do appreciate you hitting me back up because I don't say the because part, but I say thank you for hitting me back up because there's a lot of people that can't even. I see it. It says seen, right?
Yeah.
They're leaving me on red. It's like, yo, give me the proper. I'm a human being, motherfucking too. Give me the proper no. Just be like, yo, no, I'm kind of busy, or no, this is the content that I'm not trying to get into. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
But at least, give me the common courtesy because if I saw you, what I'm saying, on the middle of the street, I'm gonna help you. I'll be like, hey, you good? No, all right, keep trucking.
Some.
But at least I'm gonna like, as a human being, at least I'm gonna do that. So these
Yeah.
motherfuckers that don't reach back and shit, I'm telling y'all right now, man, I'm on your head. If I ever see you, I'm on your head. And you finally say yes, and I get you on the pod, I'm on your head.
I have a yeah, no, I think it's just some acknowledgement, right? Like we just say something.
Yeah.
Like, you seen this, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
def
it's cool though. It's cool though because some like I get the no's a lot, but then time happens, and then I get the yes from the same person.
I hear you. I hear
So
you. Yeah, yeah.
it's crazy how the universe works out that way.
Not because the messages probably goes to like their requested messages, and I know
Yeah.
a lot of people are gonna read those right away. Yeah, I don't even get those, man. I usually just get the ghost. I
Oh,
don't
dude,
hear
yeah,
from them
it just
at all, so that happens too.
yeah. I mean, hey, I get that, man. I'm like, man, fuck these motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
Me
Well,
knowing me, I'm like, man, fuck them, man, and just keep on, hey, just keep on going, man. But I tell you this, like, if you keep, like, say, you give that 3 months, and 3 to 4 months, and you go back, like, recycle it, dude. Sometimes they will respond back. Like, I've gotten responses back when I hit them back, like 4 or 5 months down the line, and I'm just like, oh shit, maybe you just skipped over my shit.
interesting.
Like
Yeah.
it happened. It happens. We're human. Like, oh, like we see a message. It's like, all right, I'm gonna respond. But then fucking life happens, right?
No,
And then
no,
you're
for
like,
sure.
oh snap. my bad. I saw your shit. I was meaning the thing. I was like, all right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? So
No,
yeah, I
yeah.
try to look for the good in people. So it's like, I believe you. You didn't see it. My bad. You're trying to respond. Okay, I get it. So what's up?
No, for sure.
Yeah.
There's one. I don't know. Are you familiar with the name David Cho? Have you heard that name before?
David, it sounds super familiar.
Did you see the Netflix show Beef with
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah. That Ali Wong, bro. That
yeah.
Ali Wong.
So David Cho is one of the actors on there. I forgot what his character's name
Yeah,
was. He got into a lot of hot water because there was like some sexual harassment stuff that came up. But he was this guy in California who, when Facebook was first starting, he was a graffiti artist, and they hired him to do hella graffiti at the Facebook like campus or whatever. But they paid
yeah,
him in Facebook stock. He chose stock over money. This was before Facebook became a big ass thing. So here comes
yeah.
like when it blew up for him, like he's a graffiti artist now with just a shit ton of money. But he definitely he's very I mean myself, probably you yourself too, very introspective, reflective, and I don't know, in my mind he has a show on Hulu where he interviews his celebrity friends, but he does a self portrait of them at the same time. So he's painting them, and they're having this deep conversation about life and shit. But anyways, he's one guy that I would say once a year, I would reach out and just be like, yo man, one day I would like you to come on the show. I'm not gonna stop reaching out until something happens. So every year that's like a tradition for me now, is just to be like, yo man, here I go again. I know I'm not that big yet, but I'm hoping one day he'll be like, yeah, let me give this guy a chance. But that's
Bro, yeah, yeah. I'd be that way too. Like, you know what? If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's crazy because I got just an episode ago, I got DJ Qbert on.
Oh shit, yeah.
Dog. Yeah, so man, I tell you that, man, I was fangirling, but I had to keep it professional.
Yeah.
But I was telling him, I was like, dude, I'm a big ass fan, bro. You have no idea. This motherfucker was super. He was, dude. He's super cool. Like his aspect on life is it's crazy, dude. He's more into Zen
Yeah.
and health and shit. So yeah, man. So Q, man, it took me a while to get him. I don't know how his schedule is or whatever. He's touring, obviously, right?
Yeah.
But dude, he just said, yeah, let's do it. And I was like, hey, fuck it, hell yeah. And not to toot my horn, but I do have. Do you know the artist Jocelyn Enriquez?
That sounds
Old
familiar.
school artist.
That's
Okay,
yeah.
well, she was big in the Finlam community. She was considered queen of freestyle. But I have her coming on, and it was just me. I DM'd her, and then I guess her management team got a cut of the DM, and then it was like, oh, could you follow these protocols of emailing?
Yep.
I sent in an email request, and that's how I got her on. She's coming on in 2 weeks. But
Ooh.
yeah, man, it's just I think it's just their schedules that may be super conflicting to when you want to do it, when you want to record and stuff. And also it's the availability, yeah.
No, I hear you, man. That's dope. Well, I'm glad to know that I'm not so far off with the process. If you're doing the same thing, we just shooting our shots in the DMs.
Dude,
and
you are not, bro. I'm telling you right now. I be stocking your shit too, bro.
Yeah.
Wink, wink. I be stocking your shit. Hey, no, hey, dude, you're doing good, man. I like what you have on your IG page. I fucking love it. I like, the platform, or not the platform, but the. Man, nigga, whatever I'm watching, I'm liking it. All right, so
I don't know.
but that way, yeah.
Well, yeah. Let me ask you, do you do clips and stuff of your show, and are you physically editing them to
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about the editing part, right?
Yeah.
I fucking hate editing, man.
Watch, I know, man.
I tell you this.
Tell me, man.
The whole process of editing. All right, here we go. I finished the recording, right? And this is on a mixer. So I got the audio. I got the camera, right? Bam, bam, bam. Recording. Come home. I got to clean up the audio. Boom. Got it. Now I got to clean up the video. Usually my camera, my dumbass camera, splits these the episode into 3 sections, right? So I have to combine them together, yeah.
Yeah.
Once I combine those together, then I have to get my video and my audio sync linked up, right?
Yeah.
That's like, I guess that's kind of easy once you know how to do it. But once I was doing it by myself, I was like, God damn, this is hard. So basically, like when I drop my shit on Spotify, iTunes and stuff, it all drops all at the same time. It's only the audio first because I'm still editing. So I'm like backlogged when it comes to videos, but I'm current when it comes to audio. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, no, I know what
Yeah.
you mean.
So yeah, dude, it fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah.
It fucking
The
sucks.
easy part
Especially
is
I'm doing it by
talking.
myself. It sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once I link those shit up, man, that's when the clips happens, right? But then also, if I want to, like, the clips are easy, but once you're doing like the whole video, that takes, I'm gonna say, like a good max, an hour some change, depending on how studious you are when it comes to your shit, because you're your own perfectionist, right?
True.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's why it takes me so long to drop a video, unless I'm just like, yo, fuck it, I'm just dropping it raw. Here's the audio linked up, man. Here you go, just have it. But I mean, eye appealing wise, like, I know what I like, so I do try to do like the little edits, like the zoom ins to the one person talking, to the out, back to the zoom. That takes time, yeah. But hot damn, those editors out there, man, I give you fucking props, man. And no wonder y'all fucking pricey.
No, they are, and I don't know if I'm gonna bust their hustle right now because I do want to let you know what I use. So in the past, I would do everything manually as well. Luckily for me, everything's through Google Meet, so I don't really have to like do the hard ass part of matching audio with the video. But what always got me was like having to find the clips that I want to cut up and use for like social media and all that stuff. The ones you've been seeing, at least from when I reached out to you, I've been using this thing called Opus Clips. I don't know if you heard of it or probably seen it in your algorithm pop up. But what's dope about it is that I have my full episode. I upload it to the site, and then the site using AI. I don't know how you feel about using AI, but it will cut these clips automatically. 30 could be 30 seconds, a minute and a half. All, and then like you set a template, so you could choose how the subtitles look and all that. But to zoom in and how they cut into your face or your speaker's face, all automatic, man. So I highly suggest you try to see what's up with that, and it might help you out a lot.
Oh fuck! So they do like a whole video, like an hour, and then the AI will fucking cut it up.
And you can set the settings to how many clips you want. The length of the clip could be 3 minutes for YouTube Shorts, or it could be like a minute for like your IG or whatever. But yeah, and what's cool, a couple more things, is that one, they give you a grade. It tells you out of 100, like, how's the hook, how's the engagement, how's like this stuff, that I don't think about, or I'm not really necessarily thinking about when I do my podcast. So you could choose which grade, obviously we all go for the higher grade to put out there, but they do that. And you set a schedule, like a calendar schedule connected to your socials, and it will post for you automatically. Like, you want everything to post at 8 o'clock on Facebook, IG, YouTube, Twitter. It will do that for you. And you just set the calendar up. And that's so yeah, that's something I found out in January. So the past 2 months I've been using it. But yeah, it's pricey. I'm not gonna, it was like, to be honest, I think I paid like $150 for the whole year. But honestly, I have a lot of backlog episodes that I've never really been able to push out because of that problem of like taking in the time to cut it up and put it out there. So I'm hoping this is just an investment to, be consistent, because they also say you got to post like every day to, have the algorithm recognize you and start putting you out there to people. So
wait, Opus Clips, they do like an hour video and it edits for you.
Well, so like,
oh no.
Well, I was gonna say, if when you said align the audio with the video, I haven't figured out if it does that. All I know is that if you have your video already and you haven't like done any cut ups or anything, you can put it in there and it will cut up those highlights of your episode, and then you can use
clips. Okay.
And you can use those for your social medias and stuff, because I'm good.
Okay, I got you.
I'm good with the recording. I'm good with the posting on my YouTube and Spotify and stuff. I'm not really like enjoying the process of trying to find, oh, this is something really good they said, you know, or this is something they good they
Uh,
said, you know. So that's what that program does, or helps me out with. But yeah, man.
oh, okay, okay. Opus Clips,
Opus
hook
Clips.
my man's up, hook him up, dog. Put him on your shit. You know, Opus. How about you just fucking give him an OP opportunity? How about that,
Yeah, man.
motherfucker? Good. This motherfucker just be dropping gems and shit.
Just trying to spread the knowledge, you know. Bro,
Hey, yeah,
we've been breezing through this interview. We got about like 10-ish minutes. So we'll try to
yeah.
squeeze in the last run. I hope you don't mind if we go a couple minutes over the hour. But
Man, no, I don't mind at all, man.
here we go. I'm gonna throw up the wheel. Here goes the wheel. I gotta spin it for you. Give me 1 second.
Dog, this is skits, dog. What the fuck?
I'm trying, man. This is
Hey,
awesome.
that's badass, man.
Right on. You got number 19. What's your most memorable story about a stranger? I know you talked about the
Dog.
fires earlier, but yeah, if you have another one for me.
Oh man, okay. I was in Washington. I tried giving a homeless person $1. This motherfucker threw my dollar on the floor. Made me say fuck the homeless. But I mean, I didn't, you know.
Yeah.
But that's memorable right there, man. I gave a homeless person money. This motherfucker just went like that. I was like, bitch, I could have used that hoe for fucking 2 tacos at Jack in the Box.
No, that's crazy, man. I didn't have anyone throw money away, but there was this one guy. I remember when I was a kid growing up. I was taking the train out here. I don't know if you're familiar with the BART system in the Bay, but
Yeah.
I was taking BART, 16th and Mission down here in San Francisco. I was 16 years old. This homeless guy is like, "Hey man, let me get $1," and then I'm all like, I wasn't as nice as you. I was kind of ignoring him for a bit, and then but he followed me. You know, it was one of those things where he kept following me from like where I was walking and stuff. And then at a certain point, I'm all like, fine. He broke me down. I gave him $1, and then he's all like, he goes up the escalator, and then he just yells back at me like, "I got you, sucker. I'm gonna buy some drugs with this." And then he kept going, and I was like, and I'm all like, damn. It doesn't.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Bro, I'd be so mad. Like, even him following you,
Yeah.
dude, I would have been like, man, where's my shank at? You feel me? Like, I'll be like,
Oh,
man, this
yeah.
motherfucker tried something. I'm cutting this nigga's balls off or something, dog.
Yeah, man. I mean, I can't even remember what I was thinking back then, but he didn't feel threatening. He was trying to be annoying, and I guess he saw a weak link, and he was like, I could get something off this motherfucker, and he did, and I never forgot about him. So I hope you're doing well, man. I hope you you got clean or something, but
Right? Are you that type of person that if you ask like 4, 5, 6, 7 more times, you're like, all right, man, here. Are you that type of guy?
I like to think I'm not, but since I work with kids, and just the other day, on Friday, they basically, the freshmen were begging me and my coworker like, yo, can y'all please stay later after work, and we weren't getting paid for overtime, but they had an event. They were trying to do a movie under the stars, like outdoors. And they were like, we need chaperones. We lagged on chaperones, and it took them like 8, 9 times of like them and me saying nah, and then they broke me down, man. So I guess I am that guy. Wow.
Hey, Jan love the kids.
Yeah. I do, man. I got a heart for them for sure. But yeah.
Hey, definitely, yeah, man. Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I think there's for sometimes, like even for as a podcaster, right? Like I be trying to post up outside with my board of questions, trying to see what people like come up and ask it. I'm out there for a couple hours. I might get like 2 or 3 people, because not everybody wants to be on a show or get recorded and stuff. But I think there's something there. Like even when we reach out to people, like there's something that they respect of the the work that we're putting in, the just the openness of us doing what we're doing or being out there. Like they'll be like, I fuck with that, or like, yeah, I'll do that. So I guess when I get that and people are like asking me to do something over and over again, something in me is like, if this is that important to you and I don't really have a lot to lose, then why not? Like this is something important to you. Anyways, that's me justifying my kindness right there. Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, you got a kind heart, bro.
And we try. Let me spin it one more time for you. I think we got time for one more spin.
Hey, for sure.
Where is this at? That was 19. Next one is gonna
It's
be
nasty as hell.
15. What are you grateful for, man?
Oh man, recently I'm grateful for just my family, man. Cause like growing up without a mom, my aunts, my aunts roll through the rock, and just hearing their stories, like about me and shit. Like they consider me as like their second son, and that shit like, dude, it hit me in the heart. You feel me? Like in some type of way, it hits me in the heart because like son in my vocabulary, I mean, like I'm referencing it to like my kids and shit. Like that's okay, but when my aunts say that, it hits because it's like, dude, I didn't have like a legit mom like growing up, so definitely grateful for like them, like come to the rock and like bringing me back down to earth. Like I do have like mother figures out there that I can holler at when like when my mind's like astray. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, super grateful for my aunts. Okay, and like my wife, my kids too. But like right now, it's like my aunts saying, you know, I'm like their second son, and that yeah. Oh my God,
For sure.
I'm not crying though. I ain't no bitch. But I'm just saying.
No, shout out to Auntie, man. Shout out to Auntie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. I know sometimes it'd be hard to open up, so thank you for sharing.
Oh,
We about to jump into the second to last stage. It's called the 34th
yeah.
mantra. All right. The phrase
Fuck. Okay.
the phrase I want you to feel is I am, I can, I will. So I am blank, I can blank, I will blank. So let me know when you feel ready with your response, and I'll take you to the next stage.
Okay. What was the first one?
I got you.
Sorry.
No worry. I'll just show you right here. I am, I can, I will. So I am
Oh.
blank,
Oh, it's right
I
there.
can blank, I will blank. You speak it to the
Oh,
universe.
shit.
So this is just between you and
Oh, for like, do I have to look up and shit like this?
it's up to you.
Let's see. Oh, dude, I am a decent human being. I can do whatever I put my mind to, and I will try to live my life to the fullest.
Show, man. I appreciate that. And now you
Yes,
have
sir.
a little reminder if you ever need one in the future. Yeah, that little.
Oh, definitely, yeah, yeah. I was like, click, click. I need some motivation right now. I am, dude. No, no bullshit. I was gonna say like a Nas rhyme.
Which one, man?
Oh, from that one joint. You could be whatever you want to be. I know I can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I know.
yeah. I was gonna say that shit just to be funny, but I was like, you know what? Nah.
You said it anyway, man, and it's a great song.
Oh yeah, you sure did. Yeah.
No, Nas is my top rapper. So like when people ask me my top 5, Nas is my number 1. So yeah,
Hey,
I
okay.
definitely appreciate it. All right, dog. We made it to the closeout portion of the podcast. I got just a final few questions for you. This next one
Yeah.
is going to be from my last guest. So shout out to King Tahoe. It's a two-parter, a little bit, but
Okay.
it goes. The first way I'm going to ask you is, what do you want to give to the world?
What do I want to give to the world? All right, bro, free hugs. No bullshit. Free hugs. I mean, that just sums everything up. A person could be going through a bad day or a good day, but a legitimate, like, a hug, like, man, I'm here with you. Like
Yeah.
someone does care, bruh. You get the, like, when you get the from someone, bro, that hits hard. You feel me? So
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
giving the world hugs. Yeah.
And the second way to ask this is, what do you want to receive from the world?
Oh man, money. No, I'm just playing. Receive. What do I want to receive from the world, man? Just acts of kindness. Like it doesn't take a lot for someone to say thank you.
I got you.
Yeah.
My second last question for you, Chris, is what would you like to ask the next guest on 34 Questions?
Oh shit. Okay. Let's see. All right. How did you react when uh you thought a post was about you, but it wasn't?
Okay. I see. I'm writing it down.
Hey, hell yeah. Right? It'll fuck you up.
I'm trying to. Well, honestly, I like to answer this question too, like your question for the next guest. Um, how did you react when you saw a post that you thought was about you, but it wasn't? I
Yeah.
mean, I'm an overthinker, so like, if I see something like that and my mind starts
Yeah.
connecting what just happened that day, that week, for this person to maybe mention this about, something about us, especially if it's like, there's no name attached to it and it just feels so vague in
Yeah.
general. I mean, yeah, I've done both ways where I ignored it. I've hit up the person before and they just acting like, oh, what are you talking about? It's not even about you. So I feel like I've experienced both paths of like trying to do something about it versus not doing something about it. But yeah, no, that's interesting. Now you make me feel like I should reach out to that person and be like, yo, remember that thing from 10 years ago? What that mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Can you tell me
Was
the
that
truth?
shit about me? Like
Yeah.
subliminally, right?
Yeah.
Like
I just
was
haven't
that
never let
shit?
it go.
You know?
I got you. I'll see what next person has for you, man.
Hell yeah.
My last question for you, Chris, the question that ties everything together on this podcast, 100, 200, 300 years from now, what is your message to the future?
Okay, you kind of cut it out there. Could you repeat that question again? Sorry.
No, you good. 100, 200, 300 years from now, what is your message to the future?
My message to the future. Ooh. Okay. If you can't swim, you're bound to drown.
I mean, I'm thinking that you meaning kind of something deep with that. I don't know if I'm just overthinking.
Yeah.
What I don't know if you can elaborate a little bit more on that.
Break it down.
Yeah, break it down.
Break that bitch down. All right. So like say now you got me thinking because it's just a.
No, but I got you. I mean, I feel like I understood something there. So.
Yeah, right. It's a metaphor for so many things. But I think like if you're like say if you don't put like your best foot forward into something, like legitimately try something that you really want to do, like you got to feel it in your heart too, and you got to put in the work and everything, you're gonna fail. So basically it's like if you don't try it or whatnot either, you're gonna miss an opportunity as well.
I got you.
So I think that's like the most fifth grade way of like breaking that little quote down.
For sure. I got you, man.
Yeah.
I hear you. They hear you. Any last things you'd like to add before we head out? Feel free to do your plugs if you'd like to.
Let's see. All right. Don't do dumb things. Wear a condom. If you're gonna be a baby daddy, be a responsible baby daddy. Don't be no fucked up baby daddy. Let's see. Follow me on IG, Crispy Lumpia. Follow the Relationship Method Podcast. Follow my boy, because my boy got diamonds and gems in this shit. And other than that, man, dude, thank you for having me on, man. It's fucking super humbling to speak to another motherfucker on this shit, you know?
I appreciate you, Chris, man. Also,
Yes,
I want
sir.
to shout out Christian from It Can't Be That Bad podcast. I think I saw you on his
That
show recently.
motherfucker.
Yeah. Shout out to him. He's
Yeah.
been on my pod, so yeah, it's all love, out here. Filipino
Hell yeah,
podcasters.
Hell yeah, he popped my cherry, pause, on this internet podcasting shit.
I got you. Well, I'm glad to help you get some more practice, and because I'm sure this won't be the only podcast you'll be guests on. Chris, thank you again for popping through. I want to thank all the folks out there. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or watching on YouTube, I appreciate your time as well. please remember to reach out, reach forward. As always, much love, and we'll catch you,
Oh, that was cool.
Chris. I'm gonna catch you too. Next time on 34 Questions. Peace.
Peace. 34.
Right on. Right
Or is
on.
it this way?